One thing I've learned about Colorado, the altitude, the snow and cold, the rivers and mountains, they've shaped us, made us tough.
Tim Howard, the hero of a World Cup, is a hero on his home patch as well.
Resilient. I've never met a Coloradan that didn't love a challenge.
And it's headed into the back of the net.
If you thrive under adversity, you're one of us.
And if we know anything, it's that we are in this together.
Take care of your neighbor no matter the circumstance. Inclusion, diversity, solidarity, these are words that we live by here in Colorado.
This is the world's game, and this is our community.
The best clubs mirror their surroundings. And our surroundings, well, they speak for themselves. I'm Drew Moore of the Colorado Rapids, and this is Colorado.
Yeah, no, I was born here. I think it was Porter Hospital, something like that. It was near University of Denver. There is just a sense of pride about living here, and I even felt it, going away. Whenever I come back here, it's like, I'm really happy to be home. I'm Cole Bassett, midfielder for the Colorado Rapids from Littleton, Colorado.
I've experienced sunny days, and it's snowing today, but it's the sun's shining. 9 degrees yesterday. It felt like 50 degrees. I was walking outside. I don't know how this is possible, right?
This state, I've lived longer than I've lived anywhere else. You fall in love with Colorado because there's so many things to do.
I love it when it snows here because I really want people from other states to think how cold and miserable it must be, and we should not move there. My name's Andy, and I've been a season ticket holder since actually a little bit before day one. There's nothing like watching a snow game in Colorado.
Just having to play in those type of conditions as a kid, it's not like you're growing up in LA and you can play year-round and always have the perfect conditions to play in. And so I think, it makes you have to be able to adapt to different circumstances.
My first game here as a Rapid was coldest game in MLS history, 2019 Portland here. A couple inches of snow on the ground, got the orange ball out for another team to come in here and kind of say, are we really going to play in this? And I think that mentality just going into the game is big.
Soccer dates back nearly a century here in the Centennial State, but our Major League Soccer journey began back in the mid-90s. Along with it came our green kits, those iconic hairstyles, Mile High Stadium, and bicycle kicks. We started this league, our players, our coaches, and our fans. We built the foundation that allows MLS to thrive to this day. Since 2007, we've made our home at the highest soccer stadium in the United States.
And what a great way to christen the new stadium.
In 2010, we went on an incredible run and reached the mountaintop. MLS Cup champs.
Since then, the Secretary of Defense himself set up shop between the sticks.
And into the wall, but here's Tim Howard.
He retired the number of a legend. And in 2021, we finished the season on top of the West.
I've seen this league grow into something that would have been unimaginable back in '96. And this club here in Colorado is a big reason why. But the one constant through it all is our fans, the supporters. Never wavering, always pushing us forward.
And Colorado, the setup, Balboa shot it! Marcelo Balboa with the first goal in Colorado history.
MLS initially started with 10 teams. Of those 10 teams, 9 are still around.
We'll start in Colorado, a great young sports community, and now the home of the Colorado Rapids.
When you talk about key moments for this organization is opening day at Mile High. It was a football stadium.
And it was cavernous. They moved to Dick's Sporting Goods in 2007. It's like, wow, this is Colorado's home.
And the proper home was a soccer-specific stadium.
I think just the sense that this club has a little bit more history than some of the newer ones in MLS. It gives you a little bit more pride playing for the club. Connor Casey or Omar Cummings at the time, those are the guys that pop into my head when I think about growing up and soccer here in this state.
Oh gosh, I could probably go on forever. Marcelo Balboa, fantastic.
Hi, my name is Marcelo Balboa. I played here for Colorado. I am an ex-US national team player who played in 3 World Cups. Guys like Tim Howard, John Spencer, Chris Henderson, and there's so many more. Peter Vermes, you can just keep going down the list of players that have been in this club, from Pablo to Paul Bravo, Connor Casey, and watching it grow from 96, how kids you see walking around the streets wearing their Rapids jerseys.
We used to sit in a circle after the weekend in 4th grade, and I think we'd tell, what we did on the weekend and stuff like that. And I said I watched the Rapids win the Cup.
Yeah, so the 2010 MLS Cup, there's so many aspects about that ride. My name's David Wegner. I am the obligatory head of C38.
I don't even know how to describe how that year went. It was grinded out. It was fought, scratched, pulled. They found ways to win when you knew they probably couldn't win. And then you get into a final and you see a kid basically tear his ACL to get the ball in the back of the net across the goal so the Rapids could win a championship.
I remember Connor coming sliding down to his side, and then the team winning and raising that cup.
I don't want to say it was holy, but it felt really like we were complete. As the first season ticket holder, I actually got to hold the cup. I loved it. Just held it up and just...
You can't write it better than that.
I once heard Tim Howard say that the fans are the lifeblood of any club. Never is that more true than on match day here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Together, we've seen snow classicos. We've turned our midsummer celebration into the best in MLS. And we've battled for the Rocky Mountain Cup against that team over in Utah.
Rapids win the Rocky Mountain Cup for a 2nd straight year.
I've played a lot of games in this building, and let me tell you, the home field advantage is real. After 70 minutes, your legs, your mind, your lungs, they're all spent. Then you throw in the fans, Centennial 38 right here with the drums, the heat or the cold. It's no wonder it's the most difficult away game in all of MLS.
Soccer is only as good as the supporters it has, and you see it all over the world. The supporter section, how they're dancing, they're cheering, they're singing. That's the passion that we like.
The naming of Centennial 38 was a Colorado thing. In Centennial, we're the Centennial State. 38 is because we're the 38th state. One of the strengths of our group is our diversity. You've got English-speaking, Spanish-speaking, you've got people of all walks of life linking up, dancing and singing together. We want to bring the chants when we can. We want to bring the drums. We want them to be in awe of what the heck is going on here.
They don't realize sometimes how much their energy can infect a game, especially when there's a little bit of a lull or a team's feeling a little tired.
From the moment that we come out for warm-ups, 40 minutes before the game, to have those supporters there already, it's been awesome.
The times when you notice them the most are corner kicks, and they're really standing loud on their feet and hands clapping.
To see how much the fans care about the team and the success of the team and every aspect of the club is so motivating for me.
This is their team. We're nothing without them. I learned that early on in my career.
Without the fans, you don't get that extra adrenaline and passion and motivation. You don't get that energy.
People say they can handle the altitude. but let's be realistic. Altitude's not something that you can mess around with. It's not something you'll get used to unless you're going to stay here for 2 weeks.
I didn't like coming here. Physically and mentally, the altitude was always real. That you felt more winded. You knew that was a factor. In warm-ups, you're hitting long balls and they're just coming in the last 10 feet faster.
That's one of the best parts. I love watching the struggle, watching our players just giving it their all and the other team trying to keep up.
That's Cassidy! Oh, what a goal!
When you talk about Spain, you talk about Real Madrid, Barcelona. So every game, Man City, Man U, every country you go to, there is a huge rivalry.
Hands down, Salt Lake, that one hurts when we lose and it's glorious when we win. And what makes it even saltier now is our former talisman is now their head manager.
I won't call it anything, I won't take any digs, but we're coming strong for the Rocky Mountain Cup. I mean, it means a lot to our fans first and foremost, for sure.
Just the fact that both fans go at it, the players go at it, the coaches go at it, and it just brings that intensity that we like to see.
It's the supporters came together and decided, you know what? We don't like each other, so we should play for something. And that is how the Rocky Mountain Cup was born.
Sometimes being a fan starts with finding who you hate. If Salt Lake went like 0-32 next season, I would be so happy. It would be so great.
"2024 marked the beginning of a new era in Colorado, but the goals remain the same. Wins, playoffs, and trophies. We've got a head coach who defies expectations, and a team that has something to prove. The standard has been set. We play on the front foot. We've got a superstar, number 10. And around him is a ton of pace, personality, and depth. We've got talent all over the pitch, from the back to the front, and a new superstar in goal.
Carried away by Zach Steffen.
But the common thread that brings it all together, the community. These players and these coaches, all of them understand that pulling on a Rapid shirt brings with it expectations. It means playing with passion and taking chances, but also means representing our home and its people. Our expectation? Simple. Win for Colorado.
Immediately from the start, I thought it was a great challenge for me.
I'm really excited to come back, to be back. The new blood, the new coaches, Chris Armas's energy, his goals for the club.
We want to win trophies. It's very clear from the coach, from the president.
Chris is the guy that gave me my first opportunity as a pro, and he's top. I think he has high standards for himself and for everybody else.
You just try to share what this is going to be about, that something is brewing, something good is on the horizon, and we need you. You know, we need you.
They tell you before, you're like, yo, we're going to build a team and we're going to build winners, and then you don't know what that actually means. But then you start seeing names being thrown around and you see everything starting to come together, and you see Georgi Mihailovic coming in, Cole re-signing, Zach Steffen coming in. I've known George for a good amount of time with the U23s.
We started talking to each other like, are you going? I don't know, are you going?
I know Keegan from Pennsylvania, Lawless from Columbus. So I was texting them and just asking them about Colorado, the club. And then when I heard about Georgia, I was like, oh, okay. They're trying to lift some hardware. So yeah, of course I reached out to Georgie, and he and I were really excited when the deals finally went through.
It's a brace for Georgi Mihailovic.
The easiest way to talk about it is we want to be an attacking team. We really want to attack.
Yeah, he keeps saying attack, attack, attack. And when you're an attacker, it's nice.
How do we do that? With some pressing, some counter-pressing. It's really about putting teams in faster games.
The top clubs in the world, that's how they win titles, is scoring all the time, being that having that ruthless mentality to keep scoring no matter what.
Mihailovic with the brace!
But if you want to play a certain high energy football style of play, It's the younger players, the ones with energy, the ones that are willing to run and hunt and react. We have a roster that can do that.
You know, considering myself a veteran and experienced player now, it's super energizing to have young players be such a big part of the club as well.
Just bringing my experience from Europe, playing with some of the best players in the world, being coached by one of the best coaches ever. Yeah, man, it's really exciting.
Georgie, if he's in this chair, he's going to be like serious. He wants to go play in the snow right now. He really wants to win.
We're here to win. If you don't believe it, then maybe you can find somewhere else.
You know, I need the club to want to win. I need winners on my team. I need to be pushed. I want to improve as a player. I have bigger dreams.
I believe that we can be one of the best teams in the league, and you know, I'm gonna push you just as much as you push me.
I'm motivated to be the best in the league. I've seen what it takes to win games and to lift trophies, and I want to, like I said, I want to pass that knowledge and experience and push these players.
I definitely think pushing for top of the West and then, you know, trying to push further in playoffs than we have in the last 10 years or so and try to get that cup.
MLS Cup. It's a goal that we have to set for ourselves no matter what.
We have a young group, hungry, open to what I think we're going to deliver here and try to sell them, but I'm really excited, guys.
Everybody together. Wait on 3, 1, 2, 3. Wait. Come on, boys.
In 2024, the Rapids silenced the critics. Now we are poised as a force at altitude. Young and talented, these Rapids fear no one, but still have everything to prove. Our aggressive nature will erode our opponent's will and confidence. That mountaintop is in sight once again. Watch out, MLS. Colorado is coming.